I love you and I'm proud of you. جملة ضل يحكيها ضيفي. تعرفت عليه بعد عرض ستاند اب كبير. اللي جذبني بشخصيته الصراحة وتبسيط الفكرة. فكر مختلف وبعد تاني بالتفكير. هو بالشارع زي ما هو على المسرح. حكيت له بدنا نعمل حلقة للتاريخ. حكالي We are history. رؤيا بودكاست.
See, Palestine. You might have heard about Palestine, I don't know, either on the news or in the Bible. See, we span a long range. It's different. We're in this beautiful theater today. It's very old. And somebody will stand outside this theater here in America, because America is a young country, and say, this theater is 100 years old. And then you go to Palestine and you're in Jerusalem and you're eating a falafel sandwich and you say to the owner of the restaurant, tell me about this restaurant. And he says, well, Jesus ate here.
نحن متعودين بالعادة يكون الانترفيوز بالعربي، بس اليوم الانترفيو راح تكون
عربيزي.
Yeah. How does that affecting your sense of humor, عامر زاهر?
I mean, you know, for me, it is, I think in English, you know.
That was my next question. Thank you so much.
I think in English, you know, مني أنا من مولد عمان.
Okay.
بس طلعنا من عمان كان عمري 3 سنين فتربيت بأمريكا يعني. I think in English يعني بخترع الأشياء بالإنجليش. So بقدم بالإنجليش. لما بقدم بالعربي أو بحكي بالعربي بيكون دائما الإشي ترجمي. So I speak in Arabic as long as I can till I don't know the word and then it becomes English. That's what I do.
Okay.
That's عربيزي.
إذن عامر زاهر اليوم موجود معنا باستوديو بودكاست، باستوديو رؤيا بودكاست. كتير مبسوط إنه نحن اليوم هيك راح يكون هذا conversation basically لأنه أنا أصلاً عراقي وأنت فلسطيني، فthis is مين راح يفوز أكتر اليوم. هو سفر مور يعني، عرفت؟
I mean, it's not a competition, but if it is, we win. But it's not a competition.
Definitely 100%. نحن أعطيناكم هذا. Being in the States من عمر كتير صغير. هلا usually مثلا states بحطوا effort كتير كبير to brainwash a lot of people. بس seeing عامر زاهر لليوم بيحكي عن فلسطين زي كأنه عايش بفلسطين. كيف هيك عم بيصير معك؟
Look, I mean,
عم تضيع efforts تاعتهم.
Yeah, right. I mean, look, Palestinians, the one thing, look, Israel can only win if we forget. And the one thing we do is we don't forget. And يعني مش حكوا. I think Ben Gurion حكى إنه الكبار راح يموتوا والصغار راح ينسوا. ومش ضابطة. مش ضابطة معهن. بتلاقي كبار بأمريكا فلسطينية كبار بعدهم بيحكوا لك نفس القصة من النكبة، وبتلاقي صغار عمرهن 6 أو 7 سنين بيقولوا لك اسم القرية اللي أهلهم نزحوا فيه منها قبل بالنكبة. So I mean, we have never forgotten and we keep talking about it. بتلاقي نفس الشيء مع الشباب هون. يعني مرات منخاف إنه يمكن نسيوا فلسطين أو الجيل ضاع أو إشي هيك، بس شفنا بحداث شيخ جراح إنه لا الشباب they know يمكن عم بتعاملوا مع القضية بطريقة different way than الجيل اللي قبلهن، بس لا ما نسيوش. and that's very important.
100%. أنا كمان هذا نفس طريقة التفكير. يعني كنت زمان أحكي إنه إذا بنضل نحكي بمواضيع الفلسطينية كتير كنت خايف يصير الموضوع فيه normalization. إنه it's normal. بس لما صار الموضوع الشيخ جراح وطلعوا إن قد أنا وأنه ذا رابرز زي ما حكيت أنت الطريقة مختلفة. normalization بشكل عام تعرف مثلا في كتير اشياء، مثلا ديف شابيل one of the greatest comedians حكى عن LGBT كتير، حكى عن كتير من هدول الكوميونيتيز. مرة حكى بموضوع انه واحدة كانت بتحضر فيه ترانسكشوال وحكت وشكرته انه دائما بحكي لانه he is normalizing this. What are you normalizing?
Well, I'm trying to normalize talking about Palestine. I mean, a lot of comedians and people in America, they don't like that. Palestine is still a red line, you know, in Hollywood and all these different places, and people don't want to talk about it. But that's changing, but it'll only change if we change it. Look, Palestinians and Arabs have to be the ones at the front of speaking up about Palestine. If we don't do it, no one else is gonna do it. This is why دايما بشت على DJ Khaled يعني إنه احكي إشي.
Another one.
You know, please, right off. He's taking his lyrics too seriously. You know, say something, because there's probably a lot of people in hip hop that maybe they want to say something, but they say, well, if DJ Khaled is not saying anything, then I'm not going to say anything. But this is why it's so important that the Hadid sisters do what they do.
True.
And so I hope that, you know, we can normalize talking about Palestine and normalize using words, the right words to talk about us. That, you know, yes, we're refugees. Yes, we were ethnically cleansed. We're the most successful, beautiful refugees, you know, in the world. We're very successful. You know, maybe that's part of the problem is, you know, that we're too successful. So people say, like, why do you need help? You know, but we need help. We need help. The Palestinian problem is not a humanitarian problem. It's a political problem. You know, there are millions of Palestinians around. I was in Dubai. And Dubai, the Palestinians in Dubai, they're doing very well. You know, they make money, they're doing well. But they're stateless. They don't have a passport, you know, and this affects their life deeply. So the Palestinian thing, it manifests in different ways, you know, but we have to just keep talking about it. And it's working.
Yeah, it is 100%. أنا كتير دائما بنصدم بالبالستينيانز بكل العالم. بكون سكسسفول كتير وعامل كتير اشياء وعنده مثلا 2-3 ريستورانتس وابصر ايش وسيارته ومرته كتير حلوه وكله تمام ما هوش باسبورت.
That's right. That's the life, you know.
100%. طب واي كوميدي بقضية زي هيك؟ يعني القضية كتير فيها سفر، فيها bad feelings let's say. كيف كوميدي عم بيكون the cure أو مش the cure أو بينحكى فيها بيعطى يعني rap I understand فيه.
Sure.
Yeah.
Look, but rap and comedy are very similar. Look, الكوميديا stand-up comedy أو الكوميديا الارتجالية اللي بسموها بالعربي. stand-up comedy بالأصل اعتراض على إشي، اعتراض أو نقد على القوة، على الدولة، على anything, right? And من خلال الكوميديا يعني لأنه لما بتخلي الواحد يضحك بصير يسمع لك أكتر. And this is what we Palestinians want, people to listen to us because we're telling the truth, you know? I mean, there's a lot of power in the truth, you know. Ahmed, I describe it like this. 4 years ago, there's 435 people بالكونغرس الأمريكي. Okay. قبل 4 سنين ما كانش ولا واحد فلسطيني موجود بالكونغرس الأمريكي. بعدين جبنا رشيدة طليب. ورشيدة طليب وحدة من 435 غيرت اللوبي الصهيوني، غير برنامجه تماما. صاروا يعملوا مؤتمرات شو بدنا نعمل في رشيدة، صاروا يعمللوا حملات let's get rid of رشيدة على وحدة من 435. Now إذا أنت قوي وواثق ببرنامجك وما بتخاف من وحدة من 435.
Of course.
Okay. You only are scared of 1 out of 435 if you are weak.
True.
And you're fragile. And you know you can fall at any time. This is the power of Palestine. We should be very clear. This is the power of the truth. Ahmed, let me explain it to you like this. There is a Lebanese Arab American actress who maybe you heard of. Her name is Mia Khalifa.
Of course.
Mia Khalifa is an actress in a certain kind of movie.
Yep.
Okay, certain, I think the fancy word is genre. هي بتمثل بجانرا معين.
category معين.
Okay. ووقفت قبل I think 3 أو 4 سنين وقفت. بس قبل 2 إذا ميا خليفة فاتت أي event عربي, every Arab would say, no, we can't take a picture with you, Mia. You made us all feel ashamed. What you did was wrong. بعدين بأحداث شيخ جراح, Mia Khalifa, she used her platform on Twitter and Instagram and صارت تحكي free Palestine, safe شيخ جراح, وكانت متضامنة مع الشعب الفلسطيني. So now, if Mia Khalifa walked into any place where there's Arabs and Palestinians, everyone would want to take a picture with her. لأنه she's standing with the Palestinians.
All right.
This is the power of Palestine, the power of the truth. We transformed a woman from a porn star into a munadali.
Wow.
Nobody else could do this.
No one can do this.
Okay, Mia Khalifa now is considered a hero among Palestinians.
True.
Because it's a famous person talking about Palestine. This is the power of the truth.
True.
We are going to name a duwar after Mia Khalifa one day in the I mean, look, 74 years of occupation is kind of messes you up already. The street names in Ramallah are messed up. You know, you say you take a right on George Habash, and then you take a left on Che Guevara, and then you take a right on Fidel Castro. بعدين بتنزل على مية خليفة. You know, there's gonna be things are gonna change. You know, so but this is the power of Palestine, man. This is a very powerful thing that you can. I've never heard of somebody transforming their life. From somebody who was seen as somebody who shamed everybody to being a popular person because they supported Israel. But I see it when they support Palestine.
Of course.
You can change. You know, I mean, this is the power of the truth. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
طب how do you see using القضية for other purpose? Yeah, let's say,
What do you mean?
okay, Mia Khalifa did that. Maybe كان من قلبها وmaybe لا.
Yeah.
Maybe ممكن بدها to use this. هلا في دول بوطننا العربي بيعملوا هذا الاشي to use القضية أو to use مثلا الفيلينغز تاعت الوطن العربي. Yeah.
Okay, let me say it like this. In 1990, Nelson Mandela was on a tour of America. Okay? After he was released from prison, بس قبل إسقاط الأبارتايد. Okay? كان عم بيعمل جولة بأمريكا وكان في إله تاون هول ميتينج في نيويورك. وبعد ما حكى أجا واحد على الميكروفون يسأل سؤال وطلع إنه هذا البني آدم صهيوني أمريكي صهيوني. أجاله وقال له Mr. Mandela, we are very happy that you are free from jail. But how do you justify your relationship with terrorists like Gaddafi and Castro and Arafat? And Nelson Mandela very calmly said, we, the South Africans, we are in the middle of a struggle for our freedom. And our attitude towards any country is determined fully by their attitude towards our struggle. That's it. So as a Palestinian, I feel the same way. If you are saying and doing good things about Palestine, I don't really care whether you're doing it genuinely or not. I need all the help that I can get. There are countries out there that maybe I would not want to live in. Okay? Maybe I don't want to live there. But I'm happy to take their support. We need everything that we can get. And so, you know, this is why we ask people not to normalize with Israel, because Israel's a dying enterprise. I mean, it's over for them, okay? But when we normalize with them, we are delaying Palestinian freedom. And so I'll take help from wherever I can get it. True. And so I don't really care if somebody is genuine or not. If you're hungry and somebody is trying to give you food, I don't care if they're doing it from the goodness of their heart or they're doing it because they have a camera with them and they want everyone to see them giving food. I don't care. I'm hungry. I need the help. Wow. So I'll take their help.
Wow.
Yeah. It doesn't mean we're weak. It means that we are in the middle of a struggle. And we will take the way I look at you is the way you view my struggle. If you are down and you say free Palestine, great. Maybe I don't want to live in your country, but I will take your help.
أندرو ده ستاند اب كوميديان بيعمل كتير كراود وورك I don't know if you...
Oh, Andrew Schultz, yeah. Andy
yeah.
Schultz, yeah, of course.
فكتير بيعمل كراود وورك.
Yeah.
فواحدة من المرات speaking of إسرائيل عم تنتهي واحدة من المرات كان في واحد قاعد إسرائيلي فبحكي له إنه you're Jewish إسرائيلي Jewish ولا Jewish
Yeah.
كان إنه إسرائيلي. بحكي له إنه you did great بالعالم بس you have one bad investment اللي هي بفلسطين إنه they kick your ass يعني ما في مستحيل في هيك شعب. بحكي له if they don't have guns you didn't see these rocks motherfucker. ف definitely stand up comedy و definitely speaking out إشي كتير عظيم. Where are we now?
Well, I mean, with Palestine, we are, like I said, Israel's on. Look, we all know the story of the Titanic. The Titanic was in the middle of the ocean. Then it hit an iceberg. When it first hit the iceberg, it just shook a little bit. Nobody really thought there was a problem. Then about 2 hours later, somebody said there's water gathering in the bottom. And they said, okay, cool, we can fix that. And they started just dumping the water out. But that didn't work either. The water was coming too fast. Then they said, okay, let's get all the boats together so we can all save ourselves. Turns out they didn't have enough boats or enough time. And then eventually the ship sank and everybody died. But the truth is, they were dead the minute they hit the iceberg because they're in the middle of the ocean and nobody's coming to help them. They were going to die anyway, okay? Even if they discovered the problem early. Well, Israel hit the Palestinian iceberg a long time ago, okay? We have to stop talking about them like they're a success. They're not. They are, Israel is supposed to be the safe place for Jews in the world. It's by far the most dangerous place for Jews on planet Earth because of what they've done for us. They don't have borders. They don't have a constitution. They have bad relationships with every one of their neighbors. What is successful about this place? They don't have their own culture. They steal the food. They steal the clothes. What is successful about it? They have guns. They're racist with guns, but they're not successful. They're not smart. They're still... We Palestinians, for at least 40 years, we have been saying, our discourse, our hadith has been, how do we live with these people? Is it going to be one state, two states, democracy? How do we live these? These guys are still talking about how do we get rid of these Palestinians. They still believe this is not a smart people. I mean, they think they can get rid of us. Palestinians, okay, in 1948, they got 800,000 refugees. Now those 800,000 refugees are about 4 million or 5 million, but they didn't get everybody. Okay, they're ضل بالداخل أو أراضي 48 ضل 150 ألف فلسطيني بالدولة. Now, if those 150,000, if they grew just at the normal average global birth rate of the world, after 74 years, they should be about 500,000 or 600,000. Do you know how many they are, Ahmed? 1.9 million. Ooh. Yeah, we love each other very much, okay? You cannot get rid of us, okay? Never. And these people, they are scared of flags. They're scared of kids. They put Ahad Tamimi in jail for 7 months. True. When you leave Tel Aviv, I have gone into Tel Aviv airport اللي هو مطار اللد by the way. احنا الفلسطينيين بنسميه مطار اللد. ليش؟ لأنه كان في مطار هناك قبل الدولة.
True.
أخذوها مفروشة زي my mom says, okay? They didn't create anything. And when you leave this place, okay, if you're Palestinian, you get extra security, okay? And I was leaving. By the way, they give you extra hour of security when you're leaving. That's not very smart. I thought they want Palestinians to leave. You should be running me to the airplane to get... I thought this is what you want, is for me to leave. You know, I might miss my plane. I might stay. You don't want that, right? Anyway, I'm standing there, me and another Palestinian guy and another three of us. And I say to the first guy, what do you do? He says, I am a doctor. I said, oh, that's great. I said, the other guy, what do you do? He says, I have a PhD in engineering. I said, oh, that's great. So then we're standing there, we're waiting, and then this young 25-year-old white Jewish guy comes over to us. And his job is to put on a rubber glove and to stick his hand down our pants to see if we're hiding anything. Okay? That's his job. Okay? That's his job. All right? Do you know why he does this job? for his country, للدولة, لحماية الوطن. They've convinced themselves that this guy needs to do this job. That's his job. I'm a comedian. I travel around the world and I make people laugh and they pay me money. This other guy is a doctor. This other guy is a PhD in engineering.
Whoa.
But this little Israeli guy, that's his job. He has to stick his hand down our pants. Let me add, do you have a brother, Ahmed?
Yes.
If that was his job, would you be proud of him?
No.
No, that's not a good job. That is not a good job.
No.
That is their society. They have convinced themselves that this job is necessary for their country, to protect their country. I mean, do you know what he finds in this job? Nothing. He never finds anything. So he doesn't even have success in this terrible
Everyone
job.
knows إنه ما حدا يحط
But
إشي
that's
هون.
right. Do you know how much money he makes at this job? Not a lot. Probably not a lot of money. Okay? Not a lot of money. But that's his job. That's what he talks to his wife about. That's what his dad says. That's what my son does. This is not a healthy or smart society. By the way, Ahmed, I've had hands down my pants in my life. I've usually been pretty happy about it. Okay? I don't object to such things. Sometimes I even paid for it. You know, I don't care. But usually, if there's two people and one person has their hand down the pants of another person, who's in charge? I'm in charge.
Wow.
I am the one in charge. Your hand is in my pants. My hand is not in your pants.
Wow.
Your hand is in... That's his job.
Well,
That's what he does for a living.
Very sad job.
Yeah. We won. It's very clear to me that we
Definitely. You know what I wish for, عامر? إنه نروح على فلسطين وأروح على شارع كاسترو.
أيوة.
بعدين أروح على شارع مية خليفة وأنزل نزلة شارع عامر زاهر.
إن شاء الله.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much,
man.
bro.
I love you, bro. Proud of you.
I'm so proud.
I love you and I'm proud of you.
حبيبي, man. Thank you so much.
Thank
That's
you.
it.
All right. Cool.
We're out.
Thanks, man.
رؤيا بودكاست.